Ready?
Do it.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I obviously have a very special guest, and if you guys don't know, this is my boyfriend Michael,
aka youtube.com/university. Plug it in.
oh my god, I'm not plugging it in. You
Plug
don't
it in
deserve
there.
to plug in. But anyways, so I haven't really posted about him a lot on my YouTube channel. We normally like don't post videos together or film videos together. So today my team had put up questions for me and him to answer, so that's what we're gonna do today. So first off, you want to tell them how long have we been dating?
2017, so 3 years and some change.
Okay, so yeah, that's how long we've been dating, and we met each other in the Philippines and stuff like that. So we have about 7 questions here to answer for you guys. And so our first one is, what is the best part about being together?
I think just you know, making each other better and pushing each other better to be, you know, the next step to whatever person you are at the moment, you know. So reaching that level that, you know.
Do I know?
You know.
So I guess the best part about being together for me is, I guess, to like right off of his answer, like just being with that person that is helping you achieve the actual person that you are meant to be. Because obviously, like, I met him when I was 18 and like now I'm 22, so completely I was like a different person when I was 18. And I feel like in those years, like for girls at least, I don't know about guys, but for girls, like in the early 20s, like you're just starting to know who you really are and like your likes and dislikes and stuff about that. And I feel like he just helped me progress to where I'm supposed to be. And like as a 22-year-old, I'm like super happy with who I am individually, that being with him just makes it all better.
Yeah, you gotta be able to, I'd say, adapt, you know, because that'll help you help the other person grow. I'm pretty sure that a question like that's coming up anyway, so we'll go into detail about that.
Okay, so what is your idea of a healthy relationship? So I'll go first, because you went first last time.
Okay.
So my idea of a healthy relationship is a healthy communication with mixed in with no judgments. So for me and Mike, the past 3 years, like we're very like dominant personalities and we're very opinionated people. So it was really hard for me to adjust not being judgmental, and then vice versa, because, you know, like sometimes one can say something very harshly, but it's not intended to be malice. So I feel like, you know, I would take certain stuff a different way than he had meant it to be. So obviously that ties in with good communication, because, you know, you have to be open to hearing stuff you don't want to have to hear. And I feel like honesty obviously puts in a good factor in that. So
Oh yeah, so my answer to a good, healthy relationship, I think, is like she said, good communication and being able to, you know, on certain things that you don't agree on, meet in the middle kind of thing. I would say adaptability, you know, but not to the point where you're just like changing everything about yourself, but you know, like both parties have to, like, you know, meet at a certain point and be willing to make sacrifices. There you go. Being able to make sacrifices is important.
That's a good one.
If you're just too into yourself and just, you know, sacrifices are beyond you, then you're gonna have a hard time in any relationship at that case.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard. I feel like when you've been single for so long, or at least like when you've never had a relationship like since birth type of thing, I feel like one of the hard things to have to adapt to is not being in a me relationship anymore, because it's literally not just about you. And I feel like everybody goes through that. So like if you're going through that, like don't feel bad. Just learn from that mentality that you have to change from a me mentality to an us mentality. So bear with me with the lighting changes. We're using natural light. But yeah. So how has or had the relationship changed since starting university a year ago? So university is our company, co-ownership, co-partnership.
Yeah.
So aside from being girlfriend and boyfriend, we're also co-partners to our, business. So that's university. It's a clothing brand first, and then a sports organization second. So you go first.
I don't know about change, but I think it helps.
Oh my gosh, the lighting is great.
I think it's made our communication a lot better, So when you have like a business, you gotta be able to, talk to each other and get ideas across or disagreements across. So it ties into the same thing like earlier, like you just gotta for things to be clicking, you guys gotta be on the same page. So it just helped us get more on the same page. And I think the fact that we have good communication has also helped our business. I know that's not the question, but that's part of like how I see like fit to answer.
So for me, I think we have changed. Because you said we didn't change, right? We just got better.
I said we got better relationship wise.
But did you say it changed? Did we change?
Yeah, it changed. Yeah.
Okay. So then, yeah. So I agree. I think we did change. I feel like this business helped us first of all individually, because, having a different mindset and being able to click out of being girlfriend and boyfriend for like 4 hours in the day that we're at work. I think it's helped us individually to be able to overcome certain instances where I never thought that I would be in certain situations that I am in now. So I think it changed me personally to be a better business partner first, and then that helped me change to be a better girlfriend partner second. Because like he said, communication was like such a big factor, and I feel like if we didn't have a good foundation with communication, I don't think our business nor our relationship would prosper. Because like I said before, we have very strong personalities, we handle situations in different ways, and at the end of the day we have to come together as one, business wise as partners, and then at the end of the day be able to click out of the business mindset and go back to being lovey-dovey boyfriend girlfriend. So I think it's changed in ways depending on the situation that day, but I think it's helped both of us prosper together in our actual boyfriend girlfriend relationship. Where do you see yourselves as a couple in the next 5 years, professionally and personally?
Professionally, just taking the next step for the business. Definitely not where we're at now. I don't really, I would say, I think in anything you just want to be at the next step, just keep helping the business grow and be at a point where we can live off of our business. That's where I want to be in 5 years with the business.
Okay, so I'll go professionally then. So professionally, I see ourselves, starting to move out of the area. So we're pretty much within 10 to 15 miles distance of both of the gyms that we use. So I see us, going a little bit farther and expanding. That's where I see us. And then also possibly starting to talk to realtors and stuff about opening up our own personal gym. So that's where I would like to see us in 5 years. Because in 5 years I'll be 30. No, not 30. You would, no, you're not.
Yeah.
5 years I'll be 27-ish,
27, yeah.
28-ish, yeah. So that's a good step. So professionally, I mean personally, I see us hopefully married.
Yeah,
or at
I
least
think so.
engaged.
Yeah.
And probably 5 years, so yeah, probably with like a first kid, because I'll be 27, because I want to start having kids when I'm 26.
Interesting.
Yeah, 3 years. So yeah, that's where I see us personally. You know?
Yeah.
Just about the same boat, because it takes two to tango. So some couples have had a hard time trusting one another. How did you two get to a point of trusting each other? Was it instantly easy or take some time? So it took a lot of time. Trust is like a really big thing for a lot of relationships, and I feel like that's where our good foundation of communication takes place, because without proper communication, it's going to be hard, because you can say all you want, but if it's not being communicated properly to your significant other, it's not going to get it's not going to get received properly.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, it did take a long time for me. I don't know about you. It took, because I'm very like it wasn't like trusting him like cheating and stuff like that. It wasn't like that. It was more like emotionally trusting somebody, because like I'm a very emotional person and I divulge in my emotions, so I don't really like to open up to people like that. So it took a while, because like onions, you have different layers to have to open up to, but I feel like even now I still have more layers to open up to Mike about that I don't even know myself. So it does take a lot of time.
Yeah. I'd say it does take some time. It's like you probably build it upon actions that you take. You know what I mean? So you got to do the right things, and not just say the right things. But it's all about, like we always say, communication and making sacrifices again. But it's hard to explain.
I feel like it's because for me and you, we're like, well, for me at least, I like to see more actions than words done. And like we literally just had like a disagreement about this the other day, about how I really like to see actions be done more than words. Because for me, words, you can just say stuff out, but like it's different when you're actually seeing that person take action or account for what they're actually saying. So it's like,
Yeah. So you guys gotta just make sure you're doing it right, and you're doing the stuff that that will make your significant other trust you and build it.
And also to add, I feel like this also has to tie in with respect, because like, for example, for me and Mike, I in high school and college, I was like a very friendly person, but I had no intentions of flirting with other people. I was just a very openly person to talk to. And Mike is the complete opposite. He likes to take his time to know the people in his circle before giving out details of his life. So obviously we were completely different people coming into our relationship, and I never had a problem with like being friends with guys, but I also was kind of naive in thinking that all guys would just be okay with being friends with me, because that was my intentions of being just friends with everybody. And like Mike and I had a problem about being overly friendly with people, especially guys. So it took me a long time to figure out where he was coming from, and I always said it wasn't my intentions to ever hurt his feelings, because I never intended to like flirt with people. I was just very friendly. And his comeback was, it's not that he didn't trust me per se, it was that he didn't trust the other people, because he knew my intentions weren't malice. It wasn't that. So I feel like it took me a while to figure it, but at the end of the day, it all came down to being respectful to your significant other, of just kind of reflecting on who you are and how you come off to other people. But yeah, I'm still friendly. I'm still very openly to talk to, but now I know my boundaries and how other men could possibly perceive my openly friendliness. So I think when, every couple has to have this conversation. It's not the I don't trust you, I don't trust them. And I feel like, you just kind of have to reflect on maybe why your significant other felt like that, because, like I said, it took months for me to figure that out, and it was just me being stubborn. But yeah, at the end of the day, it was because I respected Mike that I saw where he was coming from, and I was like, okay, I gotta step back a little bit. So yeah. So this is the last question for the day. So you two make an awesome team. Thank you. In your opinion, what could you do better to be an even better team? So for me, I feel like we can still work on our communication. Sometimes we can just, I feel like we need to do a little bit better of understanding how each other's emotional sides work. Because obviously we're two completely different people when it comes to our emotional standpoints. And I feel like we could be a little bit more in sync on certain ideas that we have. But yeah, I think that's how we can be a better team. It's just to be a little bit more in sync. And obviously being in sync comes with time. And we're literally still, I would say we're still babies in the whole relationship field, because it's only been 3 years and we're not even married yet, because the in sync part comes with long-term relationships, because I know stuff about Mike as a boyfriend where I won't know what he actually is as a husband too. You know what I mean? So I feel like the whole in sync comes with longer times. But yeah, I think that's how we can be better partners. Like, we just need, I want us to get to a point where we can just read each other's minds. Like, that's how in sync we are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which obviously it's gonna take a long time, because even my aunts and uncles, it's halfway there, and they're like 25 years in marriage.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how I think we can be better partners. What about you?
Just grow every day. That's pretty much it.
I agree. Well, that was fun. Those are actually pretty good questions. So, good job, team.
So, yeah, we'll do another one of these soon. We can take more questions, and then we'll do quicker answers.
Yeah.
Type of thing.
This is just to kind of, it's like more talky, because I feel like you guys didn't really get to see us in a relationship standpoint. You've just seen us on vacations and challenges and stuff like that. So this is a chance for you guys to get to know Mike individually and his standpoints, and then us together as a boyfriend and girlfriend. But yeah, so we're 3 years strong and some change actually. So yeah, if you guys want to see more of me and him, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Also, I'll give you your shout out plug-in moment. So where can they find you?
At university. Go on the YouTube or the Instagram, and then maybe I'll take questions, but it'll be limited answers. All right.
So yeah, so make sure to follow us on our IG handles. It'll be here. University's handles will be right here. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.